everybody? Welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already, July 17th, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Hope you had a great week so far. Had a great Tuesday. We had a fun time on Monday. Now we're back one more time on a Hump Day to get it in. Have a great time. And just hang out, because it's Hump Day. Thank you so much for being on Kruse Control. Appreciate you as always. And joining me back on Kruse Control as my intellectual, frothy co-host himself, Mr. Mike Casey. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. Frothy, buttery, getting it in on a Hump Day. That's Kruse Control.
That's Kruse Control, man. That's what we're doing. What's up, Racer X? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you been, Mike? How's your week? How's your weekend? You get a lot of things done, accomplishing shit, getting goals done. You feeling good?
Too many things. Too many texts with people, like logistics. I'm sick of logistics, Brian. I don't want to make any decisions. I don't want to send any checks. I don't want to Venmo anybody. I don't want to make appointments. Okay.
Oh, dang, Mike.
See, Pepe feels me.
Yeah, Pepe feels you, man. That's a lot. There's a lot going down, Mike. Well, appointments not anymore tonight. It's the end of the night. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. No appointments. No bills to be paid. Just shit to be talked and and spoken, and also like just friends to hang out with. So thank you for being back on Kruse Control, Mike. Appreciate you. It's going to be fun. Happy Hump Day. And it's been a while. Hey, what's up, Queen? Good to see you. It's been a while, but it wouldn't be a hump. It has been Hump Days without him, but he's back again. It wouldn't be a Hump Day unless he's back. One more time, buddy. Mr. Sean, the Comic King himself.
A lot of this. Holy shit.
Whoa, what was that?
Too high? What, is that me? Who's that?
I don't know. Is that you?
I hope it... Is it me? I hate it if it is.
Let me see. I'll mute you. That is you. Nope, that's not you, Sean.
Unmute me, yes. Okay.
Oh,
hello,
it's Jenny.
Everyone.
Sorry, Jenny. Something weird's happened with your audio.
Don't worry about it. Hello, everybody. Sorry I've been gone. Life, July 4th, I watched a cabin burn down. That was a lot of fun.
Really?
And then I did. And then I was in Philadelphia last week. So,
Born and raised.
Love? Nope. Not at all. Just a conference, just hanging out. But good to be back. Hello, missed everybody, of course. Can't wait to talk about all the stuff. So
it's gonna be good, man.
It's good to be back. Hello, Pepe. Good to see you guys. Good to see the chat. Hello, Queen. Racer, GR, I saw you complaining already.
That's a pretty name, Sean.
It is a pretty name. And especially when you spell it the right way. S-E-A-N, that's the only way to spell this name. Except no substitutes.
That's how it goes. That's how it really goes. Welcome back, Sean. Good to see you. It's gonna be a great time. Happy to see you. Happy Hump Day. It's been too long, but we're having a great time tonight because joining us for the first time on Kruse Control, a friend of mine, I've known her for a long time, one of the first people I met in Los Angeles, and she's just such a talented individual. I'm so happy to have her on Kruse Control. Actor, creator, producer, writer, musician herself, everybody. Welcome to Kruse Control for the very first time, Miss Jenny Skiffington. Oh, we just lost her for a second. It's okay. She was having some issues with some things, but she'll be right back. But I'm happy to have her here. We'll get back into that one more time when she pops in. Peppy, how you doing, Pep Star? Doing good?
You want now?
Peppy, you're always so rude to me. I don't know why you gotta be rude to me. You just gotta be nice and say hi for once in a while. So hello, Peppy.
Greetings and salutations.
Thank you. And it's your day, right? So what's going on today, huh?
Hope it ain't easy.
Yeah, it ain't easy, man. But I think that you just need to take a chill pill. You've been eating too many sticky snacks, you've been shitting the carpet too much, and you just need to take a chill pill and be nice.
Move on.
All right, I'll move it on. All right, good to see you, Pep Star. Good to see you. Hopefully Jenny pops back in here in a second, but good to see you all right here in a Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Thanks for being in there in the chat. Everybody that's here, it's your first time on Kruse Control. Got a lot to talk about as always. The Thirsty Daddy says, I bitch just for you, Sean. Just for you. So
I expect no less. Thank you, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, that's what he's doing. That's weird. What's up, Queen? What's up? I wonder what's going on with Jenny. Hopefully she pops back in here in a second. What do you think, Mike? Should we just move on? I don't know. Should we wait?
I'm honestly I'm curious about what circumstances led to Sean burning down this cabin, and if the police are on his trail yet or not.
Burn down a cabin?
I did not burn down a cabin. I didn't burn down a cabin. I want that to be very clear. I saw a cabin burn down. All right.
Okay.
4th of July weekend, my wife and I get out of the city because it's just crazy fireworks all the time. Our dog doesn't do well with fireworks. So we're out in bumfuck West Virginia. And we're in this little cabin community. We hear some fireworks. Like, what the heck is that? Weird pop. I'm like, hey, is that fireworks? And, my wife's looking. She's like, no, that cabin's on fire. So that was a lot of fun. So we had to get out of our cabin. And, again, rural West Virginia. So we had to call 911. All these friggin' fire engines show up. There's like 8 of them, and the cabin it went down. But our cabin was fine. So there you go.
They made you get out of yours though. It was right nearby.
Well, I wouldn't say they made us. It's more like we did it for safety reasons. I didn't want to be close to a fire personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that, man.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
And we see her, everybody. Welcome back, Miss Jenny Skiffington. How you doing, Jenny? Good to see you.
I'm back. I had some sort of Wi-Fi thing that dipped me off, but I'm here.
Welcome to Kruse Control. How you been? Tell people about yourself a little bit, Jenny. Jenny, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Jenny, can you hear me?
I wonder if I come on my phone, if that might be easier. Let me see.
Usually the phone doesn't work that well. Usually the phone doesn't work that well, Jenny. I mean, I'm going to put a little comment, a little banner here for her. Jenny, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. Sometimes the phone doesn't work that well, so it's weird, It's just odd. But Jenny, tell people about yourself. Welcome, actor, creator, writer, producer, also musician, Miss Jenny Skiffington. Welcome to Kruse Control.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yes, I'm a actor. I've known Brian for years, done a lot of independent theater producing, independent film production, and some music, yes.
Yeah, it's you've been doing so much, Jenny. Like I said earlier before when I was introducing you, it's like I've known you for so long. One of the first people actually.
Salutations.
Oh, thank you, Peppy.
You were one of the very first people I met. I remember you and Jake Skelly, maybe on Iron Man 2 or something or other like that.
Running away from machines flying after us.
Oh yeah, running from fake robots. Amazing.
Yeah, those were the days, right? Playing cards for like all night and just hanging out. And I think I played a dad at that point. I was like 22 years old. I'm like, young dad Brian, let's do this. It was fun. So many good memories. And I'm so happy that like I've known you this whole time. We've still stayed in contact, stayed friends. You've been just always moving up and doing things, producing your own plays. And you've always been like working on your acting all the time. And now you're like traveling the world. So it's so good to see you, Jenny. I'm happy you're here with us tonight to hang out. It's going to be fun. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Jenny?
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Uh-oh, she can't hear me now. It might be a weird setting thing. I don't know. Jenny, can you hear him? Jenny. Well, Jenny's gonna mess around with their audio. Good to have Jenny here.
You're
Hopefully
there,
it comes
Sean.
back for.
What?
You're there. Okay. Hi.
Are you back?
We're all here.
We are. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can you not hear us?
Cannot
Jenny?
hear you apparently. That's
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's very weird. Maybe a refresh, Jenny? I don't know.
Shout out to EV Mux.
Shout out to EV Mux. We're on plus for EV Mux right here. We're on plus for EV Mux right now. Whatever's happening. But
Sure.
I know Jenny's going to work on it. Jenny, thanks for being here on Kruse Control as always. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Your very first time. And it doesn't really matter what's happening. It could be your first time, your last time, your second to last time. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, a Sunday.
That's
There's
right.
always a lot going on, buddy. And that is a lot of breaking news. Come on, Mike. Hey, the very first thing I want to talk about, everybody, is Acolyte. So Acolyte is done, finito, in the can, and we finally got the end of OSHA and May and Soul and all this bullshit. Honestly, I watched the ending and I saw it, and I've been waiting to see if there'd be some big build up. And they're trying to make her like Darth Vader. Like, I don't know why OSHA's all of a sudden like Darth Vader, like choking people with the Force out of nowhere. If you haven't watched the end, I'm not going to spoil too much. It just came out. But I think this is a big loss for Disney. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I really don't know if there'll be a second season. People are like, oh, a second season's coming. I'm like, I don't expect it to happen. I think you took too many liberties. I just think in general, again, I'm going to spoil this one thing. Darth Plagueis pops up at the end. Like, what the heck's happening, everybody? We're trying to like mess with the timeline. Let's go. The wise, a lot going on. I don't think it's too wise to continue this franchise. There's a lot of hate and people just do not want to see more. But you know what? Disney probably will do it. But you know what? If it does happen, I don't know if I can watch another season. I'll try. But I do hope the Teamsters get a deal, and they're hoping by the end of the week. End of the week, they're saying they're hoping to get a deal with the AMPTP. Now, they still are a big, farther gap. This gap is pretty crazy when it comes to wages. That's the problem. And everything else, AI, all that, they've kind of worked it out, have a good idea what's happening. But it comes to the wages for a lot of people. Now they're talking about like location managers, drivers, chief assistants. They're saying they're being very underpaid, and they're trying to get those wages up. Now, the contract actually goes until the 31st, but they only have negotiations scheduled till the end of the week, the 19th. And after that, they said they're open to negotiate more and add additional days, but that, it goes to the 31st. They are not going to, continue forward from there. They're like, that's it, guys. A strike is going to brew, and that will be it for you, AMPTP. So make a deal, make it happen, and show them the money, show them the loot, because loot is coming back for a third season, everybody. Maya Rudolph's Apple TV Plus show is moving forward for the third season. The second season just finished on Apple TV Plus. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I love this show. Love Maya Rudolph, and it's funny. It's really great. If you haven't checked this show out, it is a lot of fun over on Apple TV
good.
Plus. It's so good, Mike. I love the intro song too a lot. Love the intro credits. But the antics of this misfit group at the Wells Foundation, is going to keep going forward for another season. And Maya Rudolph's probably super excited about loot sticking around for another season on Apple TV Plus. But if you steal the loot, Superman's going to come after everybody, because Superman out there is still shooting. And we got the new logo, finally an HD version of the logo. James Gunn put this out on social media, guys. Check out the logo right here. This is the official one dropped by the Gunmaster himself. And they just finished shooting in Cleveland for it's been like 6 weeks or something like that. A big portion of the movie is in Cleveland, and now they have a few locations left. James Gunn said he's excited to move forward, but there's still quite a bit left, but they have really bolted through a lot of this script so far. I can't wait to see where it goes. But there was some still drama about the costumes here, some drama, but not as much as Brave New World had on Captain America, because Captain America has even more drama because a character's name has changed, and their background and their position. But of course, we do have Harrison Ford as the president in this, taking over William Hurt. R.I.P. William Hurt, his character of Thaddeus Ross, but a character here called Shira, or played by Shira Haas from Unorthodox, playing the character of Ruth Bat Surf, coming forward, but her character changed. Now, she is in this an Israeli former Black Widow who is in a high commanding position in the U.S. military, but according to the comic books, she plays a character called Sabra, who was served as a Mossad agent. And people are going nuts, Sean, about this, saying it's got to do something with the war in Palestine and pro-Israel stuff and the world we live in. That's why they changed the character. Not that, we want to incorporate Black Widows into the script, because that makes sense for what we're doing with the actual MCU. But what do you think about this, Sean? Is this character a big difference now? Is that a big deal for you that they've changed the name and changed the affiliation of her actual military position?
I mean, the biggest deal, the fact is, Sabra's a mutant. Sabra is supposed to be, what else you got here? Flight, strength, all that kind of stuff. And yes, she's Israeli. Obviously, I can understand the need to change it in these kind of sensitive times, if we will. Is it a big deal? I don't know. Again, Kevin Feige and Marvel have really fumbled the bag when it comes to introducing mutants into the MCU. So this is just another in a long line of Jesus Christ. They're just fucking drawing this out. Than the fact that X-Men are gonna be in Marvel. So yeah, no, it's disappointing. What? Oh, I can't hear you now.
Oh, you're gonna love the spoilers tonight, man. You're gonna love the freaking spoilers and the rumors and what we're gonna talk about tonight.
Of course,
it's
as if I haven't known them already. Go ahead.
Yep, you know. But a lot of drama around Brave New World, a lot of drama, but also a lot of drama around the D. Tenacious D, everybody. So this is one thing. We don't like to talk about politics too much. I'm not going to help with this long. But Tenacious D just dropped all of their dates. They're going on hiatus, and they're probably not going to be back for a long time. Captain Sinbad, thank you. Welcome to Kruse Control, man. Thank you for being here. But they probably will not be touring anytime soon, because at the recent performance, of course, Kyle and the D and Jack Black were talking, and they were singing and doing their thing, and impromptu, Kyle Gass said something against the former president who had a assassination attempt upon his life, and everyone got silent, and Jack Black came forward and says, I was blindsided about this show on Sunday. I encourage political violence, any form. And what he said, I don't know if I should even say what he said. I say I'm not going to say it because, again, we're in a weird time in America, but the D will not be coming back anytime soon now because of this. So is the D done? I hope the D is not done because I love Tenacious D. But then again, this is not something you say, unfortunately, in this political atmosphere. But the D might be done, and Halle Berry is done over there on All's Fair. We just talked about something on Monday about this show coming forward by Ryan Murphy and Kim Kardashian, and Halle Berry was supposed to lead the production with Kim Kardashian, and then, Ryan Murphy was writing the whole thing, producing the whole thing, but now Halle Berry is stepping away from this procedural drama about a female law firm and called All's Fair. She's going away. Hulu has lost Halle Berry, and I was kind of shocked she was doing this because it is TV, but, she probably just didn't want to do it. Maybe she didn't want Kardashian in her life, and she was afraid about becoming best friends with her. Who knows? But that's not happening anymore. Maybe Sherlock Holmes can solve the case because Colin Firth has joined young Sherlock over on Amazon. This is a big thing, too. Of course, Guy Ritchie is doing this. Guy Ritchie did the ones with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, but now he's doing a prequel series about young Sherlock Holmes. This cast is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now Colin Firth has joined it. Who knows what his role is? We'll wait to find out. But big cast. I bet this show will be great. But something else I have no idea will be great is ElfQuest. I've never heard this shit. Maybe Sean knows about this. But ElfQuest. I've never heard of it, Sean.
That was my reaction too, Sean.
Come on, Brian.
Over on Fox, which is Disney, is doing ElfQuest, an hour-long animated drama series based off the epic fantasy adventure comic created by Wendy and Richard Pinnon, is moving forward, and they're self-produced, I know that, and it's created by Dark Horse Comics, published by Dark Horse Comics back in 1978. It's about a community of elves and other fictional species who struggle to survive and coexist on a primitive Earth-like planet with 2 moons. I don't really know much about this, Sean. What do you think? Is this going to be something that people are going to be excited about, ElfQuest, moving forward? Because I have never heard of this weird out there.
I heard ElfQuest and all the logic ran out of my brain. Did you say this is a live action or is this animated?
Animated, yeah.
Okay, good. Let's just keep. ElfQuest was like the sexual awakening for a lot of people I know.
Round of applause for that.
But yeah, it was a very specific kind of art. It was very high fantasy, a little bit of romance there, a little bit. But yeah, it was controversial. I mean, a lot of different groups have published it throughout the years too. I think it's currently at Dark Horse. But it's a long running.
Oh, did we lose Sean too? Is everybody having problems tonight?
What? Shit.
Sean, I hear you now. That's weird. Really weird, God, Sean. I don't know what's been going on in the Matrix out there tonight, but some weird stuff because everybody keeps popping in and out of the show.
Well, I said beautiful.
Am I gone too?
ElfQuest. I can hear you.
Hold on, Sean. Am I gone too? I'm gonna refresh.
Here. Oh Jesus,
Mike.
Tell me about Elf. I'm here. His internet holds out.
Mike, I had like 30 seconds on ElfQuest. I'm done with ElfQuest. I've got nothing else to mention.
All right. Then what are we moving to? It sounds like
are we trying to do this?
We got Barbaric coming up, but Brian might cut that.
Barbaric's great.
Yeah.
He better not cut that. Oh no, that's the Can We Talk segment. There's so much more stuff to talk about today.
I did actually. I got down and read that first issue of Barbaric just because I looked at it and I was like, oh, the art style, the coloring looks really good.
Yeah, Barbaric's awesome.
It was funny. I couldn't believe how violent it was. My God.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy it. It's just it was different. It was loud. It was out there. It's who's involved with that group? Yeah. Michael Morrissey, whatever.
But I didn't know what else that guy had done.
It's just a nice take, hyper violent on take on the kind of genre. It's a talking axe, and if freaking we're just jumping ahead now, aren't we?
He might.
What is going on?
He did say he said he might cut it before the show, depending on where we're at. So if we're losing hours due to technical difficulties, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I don't know what else to say about ElfQuest. What is your experience with ElfQuest, Mike?
I'm trying to think. ElfQuest probably would have been one of my relatively early comic book exposures. I'm talking like,
Sure.
post the Ren and Stimpy comics and Gru and Mad Magazine, but before, the Alan Moore years, there was a little bit of ElfQuest and Mage. And I'm trying to think, there's all those
Mage,
weird,
man.
you have a Wizard magazine right there, right? Like,
I did. My most recent eBay purchase is the December. Hold on, can we see that? Hold on. December 1999 Wizard magazine, and it deals with.
It was a different world. It was a different world then, Sean.
Hold on, is Brian's back? Maybe, I don't know. I can't hear him. We'll see what happens. It was a different world back then. The cover story, again, counting down to the year 2000, Y2K. What was going to happen there? We'll never know. It was about the fight. It was about
the fight of the century.
Unnecessary sequels that might have been, and this was
You guys.
Kingdom Come versus Earth. Oh, hi, we're just riffing.
I guess I won't just happen.
Wizard-
Like everyone's back here. Some weird magical thing happen.
Is it because
don't jinx us.
ElfQuest?
ElfQuest made a jinx us.
I think it jinxed us. My earbuds stopped working, so now I'm on these things now, which is a weird look with the suit. But it makes about as much sense as CATNADO does, everybody. But CATNADO is moving forward. And
Moving forward.
It's moving forward, up, down, left, right, square root. It's going over the place. The cats are coming, guys. And they're and the log line here. Cats are God's little creatures who could bring you joy and happiness, but also they could be killers. Killers waiting for a day to make their move. A tornado of cats is coming, Mike, and they will descend from the sky and start attacking humankind.
Is it just house cats, or is it like tigers, lions?
I think it's everyone.
It's bigger.
No,
Every
like
cat in the universe.
You're burying the lead there, Brian. What's the tagline for CATNADO? Give me it.
Felines are fierce.
Bro, it's right. The forecast is clawful. $1 million. Mint.
That's still bad though. When does no one ever says the forecast is awful though? Is the thing the pun is dependent upon that being an existing idiom.
I don't think you've spent enough time with meteorologists to make that kind of claim.
CATNADO,
I have. That's my whole exposure to the band Fish. Was the Weather Channel just playing Fish like for hours on end?
Wait, did that really happen? I didn't watch the Weather Channel. Did they just always have
snow
fish
days? Snow days
with fish?
I gotta say, I don't know. I think whoever wrote this CATNADO script must have been smoking what Jay and Silent Bob do, because Jay and Silent Bob is coming forward. One more movie, December 2023. We talked about this. Kevin Smith actually announced this movie moving forward. He said he lost a bet to Jason Mewes, and that's why this movie's happening. That's why he started writing it, because Jason Mewes wanted a job and wanted to do another one. So hey, why not? So they are moving forward. And the biggest thing that comes out of this too, if you're a fan of the Evil Dead, the Bob Renomican is coming, everybody. The Bob Renomican. That is right. And it's not the Book of the Dead. No, it's a book that could make you lose your voice and turn you silent if you get too close to it. So the Bob Renomican is a part of this movie moving forward. Of course, they're making fun of Evil Dead's Necronomicon.
Oh wait, Brian, I got one. Klaatu Verata Snoogans.
Snoogans.
Snoogans for hot takes, Mike.
Yeah. Say, but here's the Bobonomicon right here for everybody to see, the Bobonomicon. So yeah, really weird stuff moving forward with that, but not as weird as this Deadpool Xbox controller. Everybody, get that butt in, everybody, because Deadpool has an exclusive Xbox controller. It's Hump Day. So yes, Hump Day up, humping up a Deadpool and Wolverine designed by Deadpool himself.
Look at that thing.
Look at that controller, everybody. It's in your face. It's
based
magical.
on Ryan Reynolds' actual butt.
It's made by people in Sharknado Race Lyrics.
The scanner. They got him in the scanner.
They scanned the
That's
butt.
his actual curvature.
They made it happen. Yeah. So get your Xbox on with that butt. It's gonna be like it's not, you can't actually purchase it. It's gonna be something they're gonna be raffling off. So but get a chance to win that, and they'll probably sell on eBay for a lot of money afterwards. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. That took a lot longer than I thought. Sorry about the technical issues. I don't know what just happened. I think Evie Mux got mad at me, or maybe it was Peppy. Like maybe he chewed on a wire, which happens sometimes.
It was ElfQuest for sure.
Peppy, you chewed on a wire.
Oh shit!
I know, Peppy. I know, man. Peppy, why don't you cover the show, man? Why don't you cover the show?
Oh, no. I'm done.
All right, man. Whatever. That's Peppy for everybody. But a lot of breaking news. a lot of breaking news. Now it's that time. We have all my guests 1 minute on the clock to give me what they say is there hot takes. Let's do it. All right, now it's time for those hot takes. This is that time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute to break down all their hot takes on all the latest breaking news. Can they make it happen for the bomb blows up, or will the bomb blow up, their time's up, and that's it, they lose? And unfortunately, that's it, they have more time. But it's up to you at the end of the day who wins hot takes, so maybe they could still win. This is just a crapshoot, but honestly, I'm excited to see who win hot takes for this hump day edition of Kruse Control. And I gotta say, Mike, who you feeling? You feeling frothy, foamy, excited, and buttery? Are you going first, or is somebody else going to go first, Mike?
Frothy, buttery, like there is a theme there, but I hesitate.
Like a biscuit bacon in the sun.
It's biscuit. It's biscuit themed, yeah.
Oh, we're biscuits now. Got it.
Yeah.
You know, Sean, we miss you. We all miss you so bad.
Oh Lord,
I gotta hear what you got bubbling up, frothing up from deep within you today.
All right, Sean.
Let's do it.
It's been a while. You feeling good? You feeling smooth? Feeling buttery, biscuity,
so out of
and all around smooth and saucy?
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Oh, all right, Sean. Here we go. Put that minute on the clock for Sean. All right, Sean. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Sorry, Acolyte didn't watch ya. So there you go. That's the joke. Teamsters, again, pay the fucking people. We don't need another strike. People need to work. We need to, pay the people what they're valued, please, for the love of God. Loot, I'm a big Maya Rudolph fan. I had no idea this was a thing. Sorry, I guess I don't have Apple TV except for Severance. Superman logo
So good.
is fantastic. Everything I see about the movie has got me very excited. Mr. Terrific suit looks great. Guy Gardner is looking ridiculous. Captain America drama. This movie's had a ton of drama. The Serpent Society's out there. Seth Rollins had a big thing cut. This movie is like existing in 3 different movies. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Tenacious D. Don't fuck with Hollywood, man. Jack doesn't want that fucking paycheck. He wants to make Super Mario Brothers 2. Sorry, Kyle. Halle Berry. What else you got going on, girl? I don't know. We'll find out. Colin Firth, fantastic. Keep working. I'm all over it. And I fucked up. It's like 4 other things. I blew it. Oh my god, that was the worst. That was so bad.
Oh, Sean.
I just lost track. Just blew it.
It's okay, Sean. I'm gonna give you it's been a while. So because it's been a while, I'm still gonna give you a round of applause, man. Round of applause.
I don't deserve it.
No fireworks. No fireworks. You get the round of applause, but no fireworks.
No fireworks, Sean. No fireworks, man. Sean.
I mean, okay,
I expected better.
We talked about ElfQuest. The Bob the Nomicon looks great. That's fine. I'll put my hand in that every day. CATNADO, I already fucking did that. I think it's bad that the first thing I thought of when you showed me the Deadpool controller was those textures look like that'd be feeling nice. Nice textures on there. There you go. That's it. That's
very
all,
gripping.
all
Very gripping, right, Sean?
Thank you for the extra 10 seconds. Yes, super gripping. And you just kind of do that a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Lovely to meet you, Jenny. Can't wait.
Everything seems to be working better now, Jenny. Maybe something weird was going off in the universe.
I'm getting every other minute or so, so I'm catching. So my hot take will be interesting. Mine will be a little snippets.
But it seems like you're working good now, right? It seems like it's all.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of still in and out.
Okay. Weird. Okay. Well, Mike, I'm gonna let Mike go.
Like a weird hotel in Denver. Yeah.
Yeah, but since you're good now, so hopefully
we've had hotel problems before.
Yeah, freaking hotels. All right, Mike.
She's working, Brian. She seems.
I know.
She seems ready to go. Do you want me to go? I'll go.
It's up, Jenny. Do you want to go next, or do you want Mike to go?
Well, I'll go last, just so I can try to catch what I can catch. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Mike's gonna go next, Mike. I know you're trying to get out of here.
I'm ready.
I know you're ready, Mike. You're always ready, born ready. Mike's got some hot takes lined up. They're gonna bring the sizzle, bring the sauce, and bring the juice back. So, Mike, here we go. Hot takes in 3.
I can do it.
2, 1.
I can do it.
Hot takes.
The Acolyte is low priority viewing. I haven't even seen season 2 of the Baby Yoda show. Okay, so the president of the Teamsters spoke at the Republican National Convention. He's like a turkey presenting at a Thanksgiving convention. Get better representation. Maya Rudolph and Lute, is this show any good, or is Tim Apple just shoving this down our throats? He does that sometimes. CATNADO, Sean, you got to get your clients on that free promotion strategy. Just combine your product with a tornado. Boom, something NATO. Captain America, yeah, stuff gets whitewashed. They're aiming for the center of the market. No surprise. Capitalism 101. I can't wait to see Jay and Silent Bob's nursing home hijinks. When Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels came out, you know, a Guy Ritchie fan. Colin Firth can do anything. Choo choo, young Sherlock hype train. Hey, the new Superman logo just reminds me of the diamonds in DuckTales for regular NES. Great game. You never want Halle Berry to leave your project, but having her across from a Kardashian doesn't make sense. ElfQuest series, desperate for IP. So Kyle Gass made a joke in poor taste. You don't have to fuck him hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Oh, and the butt controller. It's a squishy butt controller. The ergonomics, Brian. I want to know.
I'm giving it to you, Mike. Great hot takes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Woo! How's it feel, Mike?
It was questionable with the butt, but that was a late ad, so I appreciate the clemency.
Yep.
Jenny, what you've just seen is a masterclass. That's a masterclass on hot takes. And
Yep,
that's
it's a
today's
masterclass.
joke.
And like little flashes, I could hear like every other word, so it's like really, I like it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
So this will be interesting because I caught a little bit here and there. So we'll see. We'll see how I do.
It's always helpful to have like the email up too, because you can kind of see at least something like that.
Well, the lady, right. Okay.
It helps. It helps. All right, Jenny. No pressure. It's all fun. It's all games. We're just having a good time. So are you feeling good? You ready for those hot takes? All right.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Jenny's like, all right, here we go. Whew, what do I get myself into tonight? All right, here we go. Here we go, Jenny. Take a breath. It's okay. All right. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay. All right. So first things first, the Superman logo, which I agree, it's like very diamond-like. It's simple. I like it. It's kind of retro. What else do we have? Tenacious D. The thing that stuck out the most because I was smooth here was CATNADO. Who wrote this? Why and like Mike said, are there big cats? Are there lions? Are there tigers? Are we talking stray cats? Are the cats even aggressive, or is it like a cuddly tornado? Is there a cuddly cat tornado that actually I'm excited about because it's going to be like a cat cafe? I don't know. Who knows? Jay and Silent Bob, excited for that. And Colin Firth, oh my gosh. Colin Firth is strong, so I am stoked for Colin Firth. And I don't even know if how many seconds do I have left?
6 seconds.
5 seconds.
Who else? Oh, how are we doing?
It's okay, Jenny. It's okay. You did a great job. I'm not giving her the buzz mic. I'm giving her a round of applause. So
I know it's good policy. It's a good policy for first timers, Brian.
First timers. Great hot takes, Jenny. It's a lot, and it goes by really fast. It goes by super fast. But it's not up to me, Jenny. It's not up to Mike. It's not up to the Pep Star. It's not up to Sean. It's up to the audience who wins hot takes. So putting it out there now. Who wins hot takes, everybody? What do you think? Sometimes the graphics cause problems too, Jenny. So maybe hopefully you can hear us now fine. Sometimes graphics cause in and outs and ups and downs and lefts and rights.
Real talk. Half the time I see nothing. So just put
really?
that out there as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm reacting to nothing sometimes. It's fantastic.
That's great to know. I had no idea.
Just in case.
It's all
2 years
ElfQuest.
into this or whatever. I don't know when the fuck we started.
It's pretty much 2 years, Sean.
Jesus Christ.
I think Jenny brings up a really salient point that we don't know that this isn't a friendly CATNADO, like a domestic. We don't know.
Well,
It's a feline fiasco.
Hold on. What do you expect?
Clawful could be ironic.
Yeah.
A clawful catastrophe. You know, there's a lot of things going on here.
Oh, there's your cat. Oh.
Terrifying.
I don't know. Pepe likes that right there. Pepe, how you feeling about that? Pepe's like,
Not today, player. Not today.
Brian, you're reinforcing a damaging stereotype, okay? Cats and
Holla.
dogs can be friends.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
They
can
live
live
together
together.
sometimes.
Peppy,
Yeah.
can you be friends?
You're damn right.
Yeah,
Peppy's
Peppy.
okay.
See,
Attaboy.
Yeah, see, Peppy's fine. Peppy's okay. Peppy's okay. Jenny, what do you think about this? Let's get serious for a second. Jenny, what do you think about this Teamsters thing? You think a strike will actually happen with the Teamsters?
It's hard to say. I feel like I would be surprised at this point, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I really don't think it's going to happen.
It seems like things are kind of coming back.
Yeah. I mean, IATSE got the deal. When IATSE got the deal, I was like, okay, well, this is a good movement. It's a huge union. But the fact that the president came forward and was like, hey, we're not going to give to these big corporate AMP, TMP. Like, he was even saying in a statement, he's like, we got to be able to pay for our family and ourselves and take care of our family and our friends and all that, they were saying. So if you can't take care of your family, then with these wages, then that's a problem. That's a problem. And I really hope that they can take care of it and get their wages up. I think so. But if they don't get the wages up, they're going to strike. But I just think that Hollywood doesn't do that. They probably can't handle that. And I think at the end of the day, it'll probably destroy the town if we have another strike, because it's already been small. It's already been a lot of work. Like there's been no work. There's been no work. It's been so quiet here, right? Jay knows. There's been a lot. Jay, there's been like no work, right? Oh, she can hear me again. Oh no! I don't know what's happening. Wi-Fi, EV Mux, weird stuff happening. But I just don't know. I really hope that doesn't happen, because I think, again, like as we'll talk about later too in the show, like a lot of things are going to go bad if this does happen. The strike does go down. So we'll have to wait and find out. I really just don't think the town can survive off it, Jenny. I just don't think they can. I think it would really destroy us. Right. They would destroy Hollywood.
Yeah, too many strikes in a row. I think, everybody, so many people have moved. So many people are just struggling to make ends meet, like across the board, and it's trickling down through the whole city. So I agree. I just don't think we'll make it through.
I think it'd be disastrous. But again, people need to get paid and be able to take care of their family, their friends, and their uncles, aunts, and all those aardvarks live in their backyard as well. And if they can't do that, it's not good. It's not good. They need to be fed, Mike. You need to feed them.
Does Jenny
feed the
know
children.
that this is part of your show? I always wonder when you bring people that you haven't had on before.
At all for this shit?
I don't really say that stuff that much, but I know Sean wants that butt controller. So Sean, are you getting a day one or what?
Well, thankfully I'm a PlayStation man, so I don't think this applies for me. And I know I'm letting down a lot of people now. I have not secured the Wolverine popcorn bucket yet.
Oh, geez, man! You're cutting close.
Cutting close. It's next weekend. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Probably just go buy the bucket. But for now, I'll just complain about it. Jenny, because you don't know this background, I had at one point 2 Dune buckets. All right, what? 2 of them.
Not one, but 2 Dune buckets.
Not one.
1%er over there.
One makes sense. One makes sense. 2 of them. 2 of them. 2 of them. And to not have a Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket, I'm feeling like I'm letting the folks down.
I gotta get that buttery goodness in, man.
Step it up. Get those buckets. Yeah.
Get those buckets.
Buckets of fun.
Life finds a way, I guess. I don't know. Life finds a way. We'll just have to let it be. We'll see what happens.
Life does find a way. And so do those hot takes. And we do have a hot take master of the evening tonight for our Hump Day edition of Kruse Control. Episode 221, everybody. Woo! Crazy how the episodes rack up. But everybody, take a breath, get serious. We do have a winner. And the winner for Hump Day edition 221's hot take master is... our resident intellectual himself, Mr. Mike Casey. Mike, congratulations!
Oh, I was not expecting this. Thank you, everyone in the chat. I appreciate it. You guys saw how hard I've been trying for the past couple of weeks. I've been trying really hard, but failure comes naturally to me. So this feels incredibly unnatural, but I don't mind it. Thanks, guys.
And now it's time for your own popcorn bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Round of applause for all the hot takes. Round of applause for the hot takes. Great hot takes across the board. Congratulations, Mike. Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky, Mike.
I will not. I've heard the horn. I've heard the Price is Right horn too many times to get cocky. I never take it for granted.
Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because, Peps are coming at you, right, Peppy?
I go Italiano on you.
All right. Thanks, Peps.
Damn, Skippy.
Right? Don't mess with Peppy. Right, Peppy?
Nah, I really don't like that at all.
Yeah. Go Italiano on you.
Italiano. All right, we're gonna be okay with Italiano. Okay. Go ahead for it, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but the truth is the truth.
He's quelling the cat beef, but he's ramping up the Italian beef.
Peppy,
The Italians don't deserve this.
Peppy, what you say? What you gotta say to Sean about that, Peppy? We got some to Sean.
Oh, he be bugging out.
Wow.
Yep. I'm sorry.
I've been nothing but supportive of you, Peppy.
What was good for the goose is good for the gander.
Watch out for Peppy. Also, it's good for the goose, which is Netflix. Is a lot of freaking Walking Dead. So I'm gonna take this to Kruse Court because we need more Walking Dead. I don't think we do. So let's go to Kruse Court. Ooh, The Walking Dead, everybody. Millions of seasons, spin-offs, redos, remakes, separation. They're back again. They're dead. They're alive. It's coming back one more time. Well, AMC has worked a deal out with Netflix right now. They make this deal, and now the streaming giant is going to take 13 different series, including all of The Walking Dead, over to Netflix, try to revitalize these programs and find a new audience. Now we're talking about all the original Evil Dead, Walking Dead is already there. I have Evil Dead in the brain. All the original Walking Dead's already there, but on top of that too, we have much more coming. We also have look at these shows right now. We have the Daryl Dixon show. We have Anne Rice Interview with the Vampire. We also have Monsieur Spade, we have the Dirty Black Bag and Terror. There's all these shows moving over there right now. And on top of that, 2 more seasons, 2 more Walking Dead shows are coming early next year. Do we need more Walking Dead? Are they going to make even more now? That's insane to me. We don't need these spin-offs. We do this Dead City spin-off. We don't need all these different additional sub-stories and additional stories of The Walking Dead. We've already done so much. Sometimes let a franchise die. Let it be done. Let it be over with. But you know what? AMC is like, we're doing this. So Netflix, take the ball. You know they're going to have more. They're going to have more. And get ready, because I feel like The Walking Dead is going to be this whole new movement at Netflix. So the question is, in Kruse Court, is this necessary? Do we want to see more Walking Dead become a whole new gentrified, alive product over on Netflix? or should this die be buried with all the dead that are still walking around God's green earth? That's the question on Kruse Court tonight. Mike Casey, tell me the truth. I'm taking it down to Kruse Court. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, Mike Casey.
Get sworn in, Jenny.
Swear me in.
I swear, Your Honor.
Swear the truth. Do you want to see more Walking Dead, and that Netflix is going to keep doing this and riding this gravy train until we've been bled and sucked dry? Or are they going to let it die? Mike, tell me the truth.
Well, yeah, Daryl is coming. He's wealthy now that he's been on so many seasons, so he is moving into your neighborhood, and that's pushing out the families that have historically been there for generations. So
and
they're gentrifying our TV real estate, and it's not that great. But honestly, there's so many other brothers of Daryl that we just haven't even explored. Farrell Dixon, Gerald Dixon, and they're all different. Some of them are Nazis, some of them are like Mr. Rogers, but more friendly. It hasn't been interesting since Negan exploded Glenn's head. Is there more territory to be gained here? I don't know. I want to see whatever Kirkman's next exploration is. Let him gentrify some new territory. I'm over it. Like they could make good adaptations in this universe because they're really trying to expand it, but I don't know.
But will they, Mike? They're not going to stop, are they? They're not going to stop.
I don't know. Are people watching? I haven't looked at the numbers.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good, actually.
If they're doing good, then yeah. Then just huge. Keep expanding the universe. That's how it works.
And Rick, they did try to get rid of Rick, but Rick is not dead. He has his old spin-off series. Now he's back alive, kicking ass with, Simone. What's her name? Simone? Is that her name? I haven't watched this show in so long. I stopped watching, guys. Too many shows.
Michonne, yeah.
Michonne. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. All right, Sean. Since Sean knows what's going on with this, Sean, tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth on Kruse Court, man. Do you believe this is not done, or do you think that Netflix needs to bury the hatchet, hide the keys, throw the car in the river, and be done with this show forever?
Hide your
Tell me the
kids,
truth.
hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your Walking Dead. Listen, I think it's fine that these shows are getting a second life on this platform. I think that's a fantastic way to find new audiences, connect with a new generation of people that are interested in this. The comic book is going nowhere, even though it already ended. They are still in the process of reprinting it in color, which is beautiful. The fact that they
that's exciting.
willing to do yes. So Walking Dead Weekly, as they do it, it's really cool. But there's a plethora of shows. Not all these AMC Walking Dead shows have hit, and I'll be the first to admit that there were some really bad seasons of Fear the Walking Dead, some really bad seasons of regular Walking Dead. I didn't even bother with Dead City. Negan is probably one of my favorite characters. I love the actor whose name I can't think of at the moment. But I think what Netflix is doing, I think it makes sense. I think there is something, the Netflix effect of it all. It makes it cool to rewatch a show. I've mentioned it a few times on the show, Scavenger's Reign. It's finding a new resurgence, even though it was canceled on HBO, and Netflix got it, and it's up for an Emmy. And there's talk of bringing it back for season 2. So please watch Scavenger's Reign. There's content out there. This just opens it up for a new generation of people. So give me more Walking Dead. Just keep messing with the frame. This is what happened, kids. Show up early to the shows. Show up to sound check. Otherwise, you miss this kind of good time. But no, a lot of good stuff with there. Fear the Walking Dead wasn't terrible, Racer X. There were a couple good seasons. What they did with Morgan's character and introducing the idea of immune people, I hated that. But aside from that, yeah, let Netflix do whatever the fuck they want. AMC can do it. They've got a plethora of good talent. Even like The Preacher. The Preacher was a great show. It came and went. No one.
And Preacher's going to Netflix too.
I know, it's one of the I just read your list. It's fantastic. Watch The Preacher. Really good, faithful adaptation. Aside from a couple things, of course, he can't do all that on television.
The part with the chicken is what I presume you're referencing.
There's a couple things in Preacher we just need to leave in the comic books, that's for sure. But there's nothing wrong with this. This is content deals. The content, for the most part, is pretty solid. I think this is great. Let them have it. Let them do it.
Yeah.
There you go. Not guilty, right? I don't know.
So you're saying they're going to keep doing it. It's fine. They should do more, right, Sean? Like, let's keep that gravy train, keep that gravy boat going.
Yes, I agree. However, I don't need reboots. I don't need any more side stories of the fucking Walking Dead. Let it be. There's some good
Just
stuff
keep adding.
Adding. Let things end. I like Daryl Dixon, I think, is probably a character that has resonated with audiences, mostly because of the head actor that is doing the role. Doing great with names today. But we don't need to do another Walking Dead show at this point. I just don't see the point. So let him have his thing. All right.
I feel like they're just going to keep going, but don't reboot it, of course. Keep those franchise moving. But Jenny, how do you feel about this? I've never watched Walking Dead, but there's so many seasons. It keeps going and going, spin-offs, redos, reboots. I feel like they can't stop. So Jenny, I want the truth, Jenny. I want the truth about The Walking Dead from you. Whole truth. I want the truth and the court of Kruse. Should this keep moving?
I'm done with The Walking Dead. I think we should let it stay dead. It was a great story to begin with, but I think it's played out. I don't like being strung along. I don't need any more Walking Dead. I think it's hit its pinnacle, and we don't need to see any more. So
you think
guilty,
that Netflix?
Is that right? No more Walking Dead.
Jenny says no. You don't think that Netflix? Will Netflix listen to you, Jenny, or will you think they're just going to make this anyways? They're just keep going. She's like, I don't know. Jenny says guilty.
Hard to say.
Guilty.
Hard to say.
Guilty. Sean says not guilty. Mike says guilty. No, Mike says not guilty, right, Mike?
Which is which, Brian?
Not guilty, right?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not guilty.
I think guilty means they should not do it, and guilty means not guilty means you can do it. Go ahead and do it.
Let them do it. Let them do it.
Pay
the actors.
Pay the actors, but I say right now, they're gonna do it regardless, even though I'm gonna tell them they shouldn't do it. Don't do this shit. You've done so much, but then Netflix needs content. They're the company that goes and buys content overseas and subtitles and does dubbing and stuff like that, makes money off other franchises that already money overseas. So that's what they do. So they're gonna make money off this. They're going to dive back in and make a bunch of money off Walking Dead. They're going to bring everybody back they can, give them that Netflix money. They don't have the mouse money, but they have Netflix money, and they're going to throw it at them left and right, and they're going to greenlight fucking so many spin-offs of this. We're going to have Walking Dead underwear, boxer briefs, and everything in the under the sun, rainbow shorts. It's all coming. The Walking Dead, bloody pants, they're all coming. And when it happens in the day, it's like, it's not going to stop. They're going to have really great, I mean, it looked good. It looked great content, but at the end of the day, it's just too much oversaturation of the zombie franchise, and it makes it less entertaining, I think, for everything else out there. Again, like, we need more, we don't, but again, if you can find some great storylines, maybe you can bring me back, but you really lost me on Walking Dead, and I think overall they shouldn't be coming back for more, but I agree with you guys. I think that they're going to do it regardless. And The Walking Dead can't stop, won't stop, I think, at the end of the day. So, unfortunately, what's wrong? You okay, Sean?
Everyone was gone for a second, and I was back then, and I got a little PTSD about being the only one on the show again. No, go ahead, please. Do your ruling, Judge.
I say this. At the end of the day, everybody, I say that, okay, of course, there's more coming. Definitely more coming. But I don't think we need that. I just don't. Wait, who's coming? Absolute Geek Podcast. Thank you for joining Kruse Control. A great little one thing there. But at the end of the day, I just think that you can't stop, won't stop the Walking Dead machine, regardless where you send this sumbitch. It's going to end up someplace and keep making more and more and more. Simon Garth, I guarantee you, off that picture, you will love to see more of this. I think Netflix has the money and the resources to make more. And at the end of the day, we're getting more, even though I think that we should be done with it, unfortunately. That's all I gotta say. So unfortunately, if you're a fan, well, you should be excited, but if you're not, then just don't tune in.
Unfortunately, you should be excited.
You should be excited. But I know a lot of people are more excited about comic book these days, and there's been a bunch of leaks over there about Marvel, so let's find out what's going on at Comic Corner. Thanks for that B-roll footage, Sean, again. Thank you again.
I didn't do this. None of this. I'm happy to do footage. I can definitely do that. We don't need AI. Go ahead.
That wasn't AI. That was some random person look just like you in my stock footage account. So, I'm just saying.
Scary.
It's really scary. But anyways, big.
For this. Sorry.
You should be getting paid for it, but big leaks, everybody. Big leaks. So it came out actually yesterday was full announcements, the full announcement list for Comic-Con. The full announcement, they're saying everything they're going to release and tell them Disney's going to say and Marvel's going to say about Marvel moving forward this next phase has been released. And I'm going to run through these and we'll talk about some of them. But the biggest things here, here's big announcements. So what the leaker is saying is that first we're going to get a Thor 5 announcement with a title and a logo. Thor 5, which we heard a lot of rumors about that before, so I feel like this could be something that does happen. I think it could, because again, we've had Thor will return after Love and Thunder, so I think there's a chance this could happen. They're saying Blade will be delayed until 2026. Shocker. They might as well say Blade will be canceled.
Surprise.
It should just be canceled.
Damn it,
Nobody
Queen.
needs to see Blade. You know what Queen say about it? That did look like Sean. It did look like Sean, 100%. It looked like Sean. It looks like you, Sean. I'm sorry. Blade delayed, 2026. Also, we're getting the director of Secret Wars, which honestly just happened. We've already found out the Russo brothers are coming back to direct Secret Wars. That came out today. So the Russo brothers are coming back to deal with Secret Wars. It's a big announcement, and I think that does make sense for Marvel. I think they would love to do that anyways. They did great Infinity War. They would have had Infinity War. It makes sense to me. Even though it was rumored it wasn't going to happen, I knew it was going to happen. It just made sense. There was that Sean Levy might do it, Levy, but I guess it's not going to be Sean Levy, unfortunately, if you're a fan there. Also, Armor Wars poster and release dates coming. That's also a big rumor, which I don't think that's true either. I don't think so either, Sean. I don't think so.
Whoa.
Full cast of Fantastic Four on stage. I believe that.
Yeah.
Why would you not? This is the time. 100%. X-Men movie with the first lineup of all the crew or the cast or the characters. X-Men movie with all the characters going to be involved. That's what they're saying. I don't believe that. I think we're too far gone. They're still writing the script. I doubt that. Doctor Strange 3, title logo. Sure. I mean, the second one didn't do that well, but why not? Doctor Strange 3. Black Panther 3. And Ryan Coogler returning. I doubt it, kind of. I just think the second one didn't do that well. I could maybe see it happening, but I think they're going to go away from Black Panther. Young Avengers. Why? They did kind of build the whole thing up for Young Avengers, but why? I mean, the Marvels did so bad, I can't imagine that's a real thing. I just can't imagine a real thing. A Scarlet Witch movie in 2028. We have a date, too, 2028.
Nope.
No, I don't really see that. She died. Unless she comes back in Agatha all along, I really don't see it happening. Also, a Shang-Chi 2 with a title and a logo as well.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that. That's fun. That'd
Why
be cool.
not? That'd be cool. Also, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman saying they're coming back for all the Avengers movies. I can actually see this happening. 100%. 100% see this happening. And their first animated film on top of this, they're supposed to announce a Marvel animated film moving forward.
Do they not have animated films?
They don't. DC has a lot.
It's just DC. Marvel hasn't dipped their toe. But what about the What If stuff? Isn't that animated?
That's not a film, though.
Animated.
Those are series.
X-Men 97 and What If is pretty much the only two hits there. DC's
no
been
feature
killing
length movie presentation.
No.
So interesting.
DC's been killing it in the animated realm for a long time.
It just seems like a natural, like if they want to expand the kind of universe, but not necessarily dig into kind of the core continuity. Like it's way cheaper than a lot of the other ways they can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do a lot more in animation. Apparently not.
And I'm surprised they haven't done one before. Again, Marvel is a big machine. These are leaks. Again, there was a big Disney leak that happened. I think that's where this came from as well. They got a terabyte of footage, or a terabyte of, not footage, but like emails and their Slack feed. A bunch of stuff got out there from Disney.
That's a lot.
I think this was included.
A terabyte is a lot.
Yeah, before they were like, oh, it's their Slack, so it's only going to be their correspondence at work. But there's probably correspondence in there that says stuff about what's happening. You know,
for sure.
I know. I know, Jenny, like you're working for a company right now too, right? I guarantee that you're using Slack. It's a big thing in the business world. Can you imagine something like that leaking? There's probably some kind of correspondence on here that could have been a reason why this got out there, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
You think that Marvel's kind of shaking their boots right now? That's got out there. Or you think this is like nothing really big for them? It's just announcements for their projects, but they're supposed to announce it in a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine them being mad about this? Jenny, can you imagine them being mad about this, Jenny?
I missed that. What was that again? Say that again.
Can you imagine them being mad about this? And can you imagine a company like Disney allowing this to happen?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe, how does this even happen with these like giant information? Like, I don't even know how it happens. It must be like insane in there. So I have no idea how.
Yeah,
Is that Groot?
That's Groot. Groot's dancing about this. He's really excited about these announcements. Do you think Groot's having fun? He's dancing, he's jiving, he's having a great time. Do you think that there's anything here that is like consequential, or I mean, anything that's gonna really mess up their whole timeline? There's nothing really here, right? It's like projects, but there's nothing like big, like rumors, like somebody coming back or something real happened that's massive, right? So you think that Disney's really shaking their boots about this at all?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but I think that there's so much already in the works that I think they'll be okay. But yeah, it's crazy that these things keep happening to these giant groups.
My big question for you, Jenny, are you excited at all about Deadpool, Wolverine, and everybody else? I know you're not a big Marvel person, but are you excited at all about Hugh Jackman coming back?
Wolverine is okay. I'm not a big Marvel person, but Wolverine is my favorite character in the universe. So I am definitely excited about Hugh Jackman. Plus, I love him as an actor.
So good.
And Wolverine is like such a character that he just blends into. Logan, did you guys watch Logan? That was amazing. I think I cried.
Oh, Logan was perfect.
How good was Logan?
Yeah,
So
It
good.
was
The best.
Wasn't it the director from Walk the Line, I think, directed Logan? Oh my gosh, so much heart. I love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James Mangold, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he might,
Walk the
but
line,
he was great. He was really great. I mean, great director, great premise, honestly. And it was a big swan song for him. But honestly, I think at the end of the day, this makes sense. I think Marvel's doing it differently to bring him back. And how great is Hugh Jackman? He's also a big musical person, which you are too, right? So he sings and dances, all that.
Greatest Showman, Les Mis. I loved Greatest Showman. I like the whole Pascal and Paul. I mean, I don't know. Are you guys musical theater people at all? Mike and Sean? Or?
Closeted.
I've had my moments. I was in Damn Yankees.
Okay.
And Annie Get Your Gun. And
I was in Eat Your Gun too.
Such a
there
fun
you go.
show. Yeah. Yeah, so I love the Hugh Jackman's range. You know, he's on Broadway doing Music Man a couple years ago. He's producing Greatest Showman, and he's Wolverine. So I am excited.
You can't mess with him. What was your character in Any Get Your Gun, Sean?
Oh, I had like one line.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it was like, Annie, go get your gun. Sorry.
Oh, wow. The
I liked it.
title line. Yeah.
The titular and title line, Sean.
Great. One line.
What about you, Brian? What were you in Annie Get Your Gun?
I was Frank Butler, so I was the male lead. Yeah.
Of course. Amazing.
Yeah, that was my first play. So that was my very first play. So very crazy to start off that way. I auditioned for it because my friend needed a ride home from work, or from school, I should say. Jordan,
friend of the show and guest, Jordan Sell.
Catch Jordan on Friday if you want to make fun about this, or just talk to him about it.
Actually, in the chat, remember that. What did he play? We can arm them.
He was
with
like
some
Cowboy number
ammunition
13 or something. He was
Jordan
like Cowboy 13.
Hard time. Yeah. Okay, so remember that. Andy Get Your Gun. Jordan Sell. Cowboy 13. That's all you need to know.
He needed a ride home, and I said I'd wait for him. They made me audition, and then I got the lead, and he was like Cowboy 13. So he was not happy. But the story begins then, and so then I kind of got
Jordan's
into.
a great actor though too. He had great.
He's great.
Great
he's amazing.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Whoa,
Okay.
what the hell?"
This is really bad. All right, so I couldn't remember the name of the high school, drama teacher. This is what happens when your high school gets destroyed. You leave
By a CATNADO.
Merged into something else.
That CATNADO, yes.
Yeah, CATNADO. You lose a lot of stuff. I just found all of the yearbooks are online still, and it is a mistake that I'm clicking through it right now.
Wow.
This is not what I want to do.
Did you find it in
gotta get out of here.
picture? Yeah.
I'm gonna find it. I'll find it in here.
You're going to find it.
Oh my god, it's all the goddamn yearbooks. Why are they here?
Amazing.
Oh no.
Well, my first musical was Annie, just Annie. Yeah.
It's a great musical.
You played
You played the Annie.
I did not play Annie. I played Molly, the youngest orphan. I think I was like 9, so
you should have been.
Mr. Kaufman? Maybe it was Mr. Kaufman.
You should have been Annie. I'm just
My
saying,
fucking yearbook is here. Oh my god.
So Sean, about this Marvel stuff though, what blows your mind the most about it? This is again for Comic-Con. So and then there's no Marvel TV stuff here because again they're probably gonna do that at their next event too. And so
they're saving a lot of stuff for Fan
they're saving stuff, So what do you think? Do you think that this is real at all, or do you think, like, as we went through it, I know there's a lot of content here. Is there anything that stands out to you that seems like, oh, this is gonna be for sure happening?
I think the only thing that's likely to happen is probably the Fantastic Four cast on set or on stage there. I think that's really probably the only. I don't know how a New Strange movie would work. I get it. We had his third eye pop, and then his Clea Strange pops up and takes him into the multiverse further. I don't know where else we're gonna go with that. Another fucking Scarlet Witch thing. I don't. Yeah, bring me back Toby. The kind of Marvel news I want to hear. I want to hear that we're getting an alternative universe where Amazing Spider-Man 3 came out. That'd be great. Let's have Tobey Maguire still be this mentor. I would love that kind of shit. Blade, you're kicking the goddamn can. If we don't see footage at this point, it's not happening. I just show me the train even. Show me the fucking train. I don't see a majority of these happening. The X-Men
Thunderbolts,
thing,
man.
fucking Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts already had a stage moment, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
They
Yeah.
already did that shit. That's never coming. I just don't. I don't know. I would more believe that Steven Yeun would come back to that project before we even get a Thunderbolts again. Russo's coming back to do Secret Wars. Woo! I'd be surprised on that one too. I felt like they did what they needed to do. They told their stories. But they also like to get paid. So there's also that. That's you always factor in the payment and getting money. That's always tough. I think I saw the other leak was about Kang maybe being recast. I don't know. I don't know about that. I still don't know who Giancarlo Esposito is supposed to be in this Captain America.
Nobody knows,
movie.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows. Well, how you really don't think that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are going to be in Secret Invasion?
I mean, why the fuck not? Like they're showing up on The View. They're going to
For real?
they're going to be on The View. They're going to have a new installation at It's a Small World, and it's just going to be the two of them the entire thing. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is now Deadpool's Mohinder, right? His taxi guy. It's a whole Deadpool thing. I'm making this up, by the way. None of this is real. I'm sorry. Did I sell that? Okay, cool. No, I appreciate it.
You sold it.
You sold it, Sean.
It was like Mr.
I don't
Jones.
get up.
I believed it.
It's like
I believe it too.
I was like, oh yeah, we already talked about that on the show. How they're changing Mr. Toad to
shit.
Mohinder's Wild
Andy,
Ride.
get your gun. Sorry, can't do it. Can't do the Andy, get your gun joke. But no, like I'm sorry. I'm sorry to again lie to you all. But no, like Ryan Reynolds likes to be Deadpool. The dude, I think he was interviewed recently saying like, yeah, I gave up most of my pay on this movie so that I could have the writers on set and do all. Like the guy's doing what he can. He's being like a good steward of that character. He's being really faithful and good to that. Let him fucking keep showing up for 40 years. I don't care. If the whole Marvel universe just becomes Deadpool show, we deserve it. We deserve it because all we've done is tell Marvel and DC give us the same thing over and over again.
That's a great point.
And we're terrible. Thank you, Pepe. I'll shut up. Soapbox off the soapbox. All right.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
People need to stop pumping bullshit out.
Pepe, I know Pepe is very fired up about stuff. But no, Sean.
Much, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see. I don't know. There's just a lot there.
I honestly think there's a bunch of the stuff that makes sense to me, though, that I think they could do. And I think, honestly, like, why would you not just announce some of these things?
Yeah, like it is the big
like
thing.
Like Shang-Chi? We've been talking about that for a long time. Like, why not? Why would that not be announced at this point?
With that. I'd be happy with that. It'd be great to see. And again, like I feel like that movie and that character, got such a short end of the stick of that whole COVID release schedule thing, right? Like, Black Widow wasn't that great of a movie. There were some good things in there. That's fine. Didn't really tie anything. Shang-Chi was fresh. I enjoyed it. It's still tied in. Like, it was the Abomination showed up. That was pretty cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I want more of that. I like that character. I like that actor. Give me more. What? What do you got, Mike? What?
The Captain Sinbad is just cracking me up. He had Elf Quest bit earlier. I think he said most of his experiences with elves had been bad, and now he's in on the wizards.
I get it. Yeah.
Pertaining to other comments. He's killing it tonight.
That's fair.
Welcome to Kruse Control, man.
With his lies concerning Disney rides, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about lying, guys. Again, don't trust me when you're asking me to speculate on rumors.
You don't look sorry.
I'm not.
I'm going to be devastated.
Never be sorry.
Yeah, come on, Sean. Don't lie to people, man. Don't lie to people. Come on.
Hey, this isn't Kruse Court. This isn't Kruse Court, Your Honor.
You're right.
You can lie as much as you want.
I'm allowed to do bits. Let me do my bits, all right?
This is
don't
not
get a lot
Kruse
of
Court.
opportunities to do this riffing. It's a lot of fun. Oh,
Mike, how you feeling about these announcements?
Oh, my God.
Can these be real, man? Or do you think that there's
I'm
anything here stands out for you?
I'm more concerned about Sean's yearbooks, though. Anything else popping out after there, Sean?
Oh, Lord, I just look so stupid. This is great.
You
This
look
is
no,
great.
you look great. Your points
Man.
are very salient.
Yeah, sorry.
or no,
I'm
we were talking about
distracting you guys,
Annie, get your
but
gun.
What about Young Avengers, Mike? Can they make it Young Avengers, or do you think that's just
okay.
gonna mess the
Oh
whole
yeah,
brand
we
up?
didn't touch that. Yeah.
I don't know from Young Avengers, Brian. I've never read the comics, so I don't really
some
know.
good stuff there.
But then the
Yeah,
Marvels did
I'll
so
check
bad,
it
right?
out.
You think that because the Marvels did bad, you think Miss Marvel, you think her being there, you think that's going to cause problems because they did bomb that movie, and also like the on top of that too, the Hawkeye series didn't do that well, and you had Kate Bishop in there, and she was like trying to get her whole team together. Can you see that being a problem? That if those shows aren't doing that well, not bringing in the audience, like why would you make a whole spin-off series of these people?
This is all stuff that's pertaining to the leaks, Brian.
Yes, yeah. The leaks all said the Young Avengers are going to be announced. And I'm like,
Do I
not
think
really
that that's
sure
going to
about it.
be problematic? Do I think that this is a misstep for Marvel? I don't
comes
know,
up-
Brian. It's a multi-billion-dollar platform, and the other thing is that we're aware based on I don't know the Kang situation. Like they have to shift and pivot constantly in relation to public opinion, in relation to leaks, in relation to what they themselves have released. Like the whole thing is a fluid landscape. So I don't know that this makes me think much of anything, Brian, or maybe I just don't have enough of a knowledge base to comment on this intelligibly whatsoever. You got any other questions I can answer, Brian? Because I was struggling there.
Let me
I
ask
thought-
you
I
about
thought-
this.
The young,
Alright,
sorry,
in
the
there,
young
Sean.
Avengers, the Young Avengers timing would be interesting because we did get a look at Wiccan in the All Along trailer, so that could be interesting.
They could do it. They could do it, but I just don't know. I think
There's
the
just,
most realistic thing still, it's like they already kind of had this rumor just came out about the Russo brothers for taking over Secret Invasion.
That'd be
or-
crazy.
Or Secret Wars, which they just announced it today. Marvel has not commented. They're supposed to announce it at Comic-Con. I think that's a whole thing. This is out leak. That's a lot of places are reporting that. Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, a lot of people are talking about that. So I think that one is
these
100%.
leaks?
Yeah, these leaks came out, Mike, and now more things are happening off these leaks.
Yeah.
Did we lose Mike too? The program's being weird
Really
tonight,
good at
guys.
he's holding that
He's-
face. Well, I did
he's
get
holding his
okay.
breath.
So you that joke about things have been weird tonight. I did get an ad recently, like 5 seconds while I was looking at Evie Mux now has a Bible app. So could this be that? Could this be the whole Bible app is ruining the production thing? I don't know.
Maybe it might be something to do with their system, maybe because they're adding stuff. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, there's
Because
things downloading in and
Yeah, they're supposed to update their server. There's a big update coming, but maybe that's messing with it too. I don't know. But we did lose Mike again. But I think overall, though, I think that some of these things are realistic. I honestly think so. I think the Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds thing is the most realistic. Hugh Jackman just recently, there's something about him like maybe sticking around, Jenny, for like a long time being Wolverine. There's a joke in the new trailer being like, we brought him back, he's gonna be here till he's 90. And then in the new trailer. And so it's like, I think that's a joke.
90. But yeah.
Why not?
He can still be doing it, and he's having a good time. And he even said in there that he's had more fun than he's had in a long time. So revitalization for the character for him. It's just like Mike, has revitalization back into the show right now. It's the same thing. And he's feeling great. He's feeling.
He's still got it. He's got that rip. He's good.
He's bringing it in. It's great, right, Mike? I think that Hugh Jackman, Mike, really would feel great about coming back and do like more and more Wolverine. I think that's why that announcement makes sense, right?
Totally.
Huge jacked men always feel great, Brian. I mean, what's the question there?
There you go.
They feel
one more time. I think he froze again because he said that joke. The program did not like that joke, Sean. I don't think so. But Sean, is there nothing else stands out to you right now? You're like, that's it. You're like, that's the biggest thing that stands out for Young Avengers, Blade. We know Blade's gonna be canceled. That's never coming
Blade
out.
canceled.
Yeah, the X-Men thing is a lot. I just don't think the X-Men thing is. This thing is way too early for X-Men.
Yeah. If the X-Men were gonna happen, that shit would have dropped early. They would have been like behind the scenes, kind of like sneak shots of people. Like,
Right.
I don't see it happening this quickly. for Comic-Con. I don't. I think you're right too, Brian. Like some of the shit makes more sense for the Disney 20 or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blade's not happening. I'm trying to think. There's so many. You riffed like 20 things. But yeah,
I know
there's a lot, and I think a lot of them are false. That was the other thing I wanted to do.
Armor Wars. I don't know Armor Wars. Like I doubt that's ever coming out.
I can't imagine that's gonna work. Like, especially with how
Midnight
bad
Suns.
Okay, well, but Midnight Suns, is it based on the video game?
So, maybe.
I don't know. But again, like a big part of Midnight Suns, I think if they would do the MCU version of it, would be a Blade, would be a Ghost Rider, would be like other kind of like, Son of Satan, Hellstorm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Okay, I'll work with that.
Okay, good. Thank you.
There's a lot. There's a lot, Sean. You talk forever about it too, but there's a lot happening. And I'm excited to see what is true, what's not true overall. But Marvel is probably a little mad about this, as we said. Leaks have come out, and is it true? Is it not true? We'll have to wait to find out when Comic-Con happens. And honestly, the business is changing a lot, and I think that people are probably pissed about this. I just think so. But something else that people are probably mad about, I know I'm mad about it, is all the layoffs that have been happening in Hollywood, and it might be leading to the end of Hollywood. That's my question tonight. And that leads me to our feature story of the night. So overall, WB recently has got big layoffs coming. Like 1,000 more people are going to be laid off. Cost cutting, they're saying, of course, cost cutting across the company, including Max, other areas of production, business affairs, and finance. And it's going to be like, they're saying it's smaller than the last one, but I'm like, they're saying it's like 1,000 people. So how small can it be? And of course, their affiliate company, CNN, just recently laid off like 100 people on top of there. Zaslav is just axing people left and right. Layoffs are saying, again, it's cost cutting due to, when they actually merged, they've had a lot of issues. The stock dropped a long time ago, like 70% when they actually merged with Discovery, and they've been trying to make up the money since then. But on top of that, now Paramount's cutting people too. They've been cutting the cat like 800 people not too long ago. There's more cuts coming at Paramount since the acquisition from Skydance. And on top of that too, Disney said this summer too, there's going to be more cutbacks coming back. And look at the whole business in general. This past year, here are the companies that have been laying people off: Amazon, Netflix, NBC Universal, YouTube, Roku, Sony, Marvel, Fifth Season, Lionsgate, Stars, Shared Entertainment, Blumhouse. Everybody's been laying people off. Even the companies, even the casting companies, or the agencies, CAA, UTA, that KSMR situation came out where they're freaking not paying their people. They're calling it a full-scale depression for the entertainment industry here in Hollywood. That's what's being called. And overall, my question is, can the business survive this? Again, people have been going outside the state, constantly taking business other places. Can Hollywood survive? I guess this is a business been thriving forever since we went from the talkies to before the silent era. We built our way up. We've been here through the wars and the depression, the fatigue, and everything else. Of people not being able to even be in the wars in general, like not being able to just be at home with their family, to have them get a laugh in. Entertainment's come a long way, and now it's just dying in this town. That we're taking it out of state, out of country, looking for tax cuts. Tom Cruise going to space. Will Hollywood actually survive this? That is the question. Or is this the death of Hollywood? Again, if you've been in this town at all, you would know it's been quiet. There's been a lot less work. Zaslav canceled any more movies. Well, he hasn't canceled anything. There are some things we're talking about maybe that are going to happen where he's going to take some more write-offs. There's a whole rumor that he might sell to Universal too in a big conglomerate merger. But a lot of things like that keep making me scared about the business. I moved out here 15 years ago, almost 16 years ago. Jenny knows that we move out here for a reason and become to find a passion, drive ourselves to get there. And the work is drying up more and more and more. It's harder and harder to be a working actor. And these contracts don't help that much, and we keep wanting to strike based off it. Jenny, do you think that Hollywood's changed a lot since you've moved here, and do you think that it's going to survive another 10 years?
It has changed so much. I mean, we moved here around the same time. Let's see, I got here 2009, and that was before SAG and AFTRA even merged. Do you remember these?
Yeah.
SAG shows, after shows? I remember just feeling so inspired, like getting my SAG card, and then yeah, over the last, oh my goodness, well, I feel like shortly before COVID, but since COVID and then all of the strikes and streaming, it is becoming so much more and more uncertain. I feel like the thing is, entertainment is always, there's always going to be a need for entertainment. People want content, people want stories. I think that will always be the case, but I think Hollywood's going to have to adapt in a way that I just can't even foresee. Like you said, we've been through talkies into from silent into talkies, and we made it through the Great Depression, the wars, all of these things. People have always come to the movies to kind of unify and
Escapism.
escape. So I wonder if maybe there will be less content but higher quality in the future. Possibly, I don't know. And then growing from there, I feel like kind of adapting, finding a new way. Maybe it kind of brings to mind like what was happening in the early 70s when Paramount almost went under, like around the time that like The Godfather came out, and a lot of those artistic directors, they were kind of giving them these this freedom, right? So I wonder if the independent film, you see like people just funding their own movies now. What, like Kevin Costner and speaking of The Godfather, Francis Ford Coppola just self-financed that
Metropolis
giant movie.
Megalopolis.
I wonder if it's going to be more and more of that. Artists who had a career when it was viable, self-producing, self-financing outside of the studios. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that might be a direction that could possibly?
It could. I think people ever since the potential strikes and stuff. Ever since potential strikes and stuff, people have been trying to produce their own stuff, and there's been this drive for the independent film industry to kind of grow and grow and grow, which again is a good thing. But on top of that too, it's like if there's no jobs here, those don't pay as well. They're not. A lot of them are cutting corners. Look at the Rust thing; they're cutting corners, and people are getting injured and hurt. There's rules for a reason, and we do this.
Exactly.
We follow them and get paid for a certain working wage. We're still fighting for a working wage so we can actually pay for our bills in this town. The expenses keep going up, and we're not getting like the same kind of wages, and that's an unfortunate thing. So that's why I worry about it being we talked about before in the show about it being like more of a side job than an actual full-time job, and that's what I worry about, because we should be able to have a full-time job being an actor or being anywhere in the business. It should be that way, but I feel like it's disappearing. I feel like it's disappearing.
You should be able to make a living, in this industry and be protected and not taken
in all
advantage
industries.
of.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Yeah, you're right, Sean. All industries, if you work a job, especially as big as this business is, it's a big business. Again, show business. It's there. The business aspect. It's like you should be able to afford to live and work in that business. No, you're fine, Jenny. We can see you.
Okay.
But
I didn't hear it.
I guess it's show business. So business for a reason. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah. So people need to be able to make a living. So I wonder how it's going to adapt. I feel like we almost need to consolidate. We've tried the strikes though. I don't know. What other means we can take, but something has to change, or Hollywood is not going in a good direction.
It's doomed.
So,
and that's what I'm worried about. That's why I brought this conversation up. I see the cuts. I see the people that's not being able to afford things. I see the Teamster president going out there shouting about how they can't get paid enough. Sean, what do you think, man? Do you feel like there's a detrimental catastrophe coming to Hollywood, or do you think that it's going to be fine, dandy, and they're going to be able to come back from this stronger than ever?
I mean, the optimist in me wants to feel like things can change. I think the realist and the more pragmatic is concerned. I've got friends out in that industry. I know you guys. I got a good buddy in production out in California, and jobs just aren't there. It's scary. I really think that there are larger implications for what's happening in Hollywood with a lot of industries, a lot of corporations squeezing people. There's no more juice left in that orange. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's scary. I know for everyone. I really wish that society was different and people made what they needed and not more. and we didn't reward cruelty and greed.
Mm.
Oh God, I'm getting too deep on this one.
Getting deep.
Yeah, it's sad to see it too, because I like Brian, when you moved out to California, I was very excited for you and scared for you and nervous for you and happy for you and all those emotions, man. And knowing that there are so many Brians out there and so many fans of Brian's like me, and it's
Jenny's.
scary. And Jenny's, yes, of course. Don't forget the Jenny's. It's disappointing. It's really to shave a couple pennies off the stock, or to raise the stock price, or do buybacks, and give this bonus or whatever. We're gonna lose 10,000 people, 1,000 people, whatever. There's no shortage.
It's a
of
minor
people
cut.
that'll work
Minor cut, they said. Just 1,000 people.
But how many minor cuts can any industry, any person, any actor, professional, whatever, like sustain before they're just bled dry? Like, it's just, I don't know when that reckoning, when that realization is going to be had. Yeah.
Yeah, I worry about it. I worry about it so much so that I just keep thinking, like, what's going to happen to us? That's why I see these cutbacks. Now, it's a larger conversation that is building and growing, Mike, that people are like, you're talking about cutting, and then like people can't survive. People are moving out of state. Again, there are other places, there's a lot of mini Hollywoods. We have Georgia, of course, but that's right to work state. People, again, can't get the jobs they thought they could. There's a lot of people moving there. There's Canada. Moving to Canada, I know Racer X said that too. A lot of things are going there. But this is where we're supposed to do everything. This is like this is the heart of the business, and it's dying. It's dying. The jobs aren't there, and people can't afford to actually work. And the people that are working are being cut. Again, the producers want to make more, and they keep making more every year. Hence why these residuals are going away. Hence why the contracts are changing. Hence why they're trying to use AI more. Which again, I get it, but use it in conglomeration with everything else that we're doing. Make it work so we can make our jobs easier and not take the jobs away. What do you think, Mike? You think the business will be okay? Do you see Hollywood falling into a forever trap and a deep dive hole that we can never crawl out of? Or do you think that there's something that's going to shine a light upon us that's going to save the business and make us laugh, enjoy the business, and be a part of something happy and thrilling again?
It's so tough, Brian. Like my internet glommed back on, like in the midst of such an intense conversation. I'm always gonna peg the responsibility on the hyper wealthy picking your pocket. Like that's the way I see the world. That's the kind of guy I am. So when I see mergers that are increasing efficiencies and reducing competition in the market, I'm gonna say, this is not America. This is not how we have historically operated to compete on a global scale. I don't know, Brian. Like I love AI. It's super fun. But I have to imagine that Sean has seen discussion of AI in conferences. I spend my weekends asking AI to write songs about falling in love with cheeseburgers. And what they give me back, I'm like, this is beautiful commercial material. Like, I don't have to pay a guy for this, but I would want this if I was a company. Like,
yeah, but they're cutting people. They're trying to make more money on the back end. They're like, they're cutting corners in order to make it so they have more money in their pockets. Again, it's just 1,000 people. They'll say, oh, it's a small cut. The 1,000 people is a lot of people in this business. A lot of people in this town.
You reminded me of the other point that I had, Brian, is that there is kind of an ongoing concern about whether or not we want to be able to support a professional class of actors and movie makers. I think just from an aesthetic perspective, as a consumer, as an enjoyer of these movies, like, I think that you get a level of buy-in, a level of commitment from somebody who does this for a living, day in, day out, who goes home and thinks about it rather than goes home and, like, I don't know, plans their next other work situation. I think that you get more. I think you get better art is the bottom line. So I think that there is an argument to be made for the fact that we do really need / really want a professional class. And the question is like in America, if we're asking if we still need a professional class of this industry that's like a massive industry, that's like a huge red flag. So I don't know. I only got a little bit of what our other guests were saying, but it doesn't necessarily speak well of the state of culture at large.
WB,
right.
just stop.
Yes.
All right, Pepe? Just stop. Pepe, how do you feel about this?
That right there makes so much sense.
Okay. Pepe doesn't really know what's going on. But Pep, but yeah, he's doing his best. He's got his polo on. He's business casual tonight. Jenny, yeah, I worry about the business so much. Again, we've been working it for so long, so and it's like we're all having to like do other things and step outside the box, figure it out, and you can't like get a full-time gig anymore. Again, the business has been slowing down because of the strikes. This year has been horrible for a lot of people. They have not been working as much as it is. People are like, oh, it's booming. There'll be so much work, and they haven't been shooting as much, and the wages went up, and because of that, now they're having less people, so they are laying people off to supplement that.
I hesitate to say that those are causally connected, Brian. I don't know that that's the case. I think that there are people that benefit from you thinking that that's the case, but I don't know that I can say that that's true.
So you think that
causation is not correlation? Is that
I did hear like honestly also for like the doubling the standing stuff in that world, they have been having people double up a lot because they said the wages are too much, they're too expensive, and so they have that.
But they're still making money. Like the productions are bigger than ever is the thing. So that argument does not cut it, Brian. It does not cut it.
It's bullshit. But that's what they say, though. That's what they say. It's bullshit.
Yeah, no shit, because they want to make more money. That's always what they say. They say, oh, boo, I'm not making enough money as I cry on my pillow of billion-dollar bills. Get fucked, guys.
Like Scrooge McDuck diving into his money bin. Jen, you heard that shit before, too. You probably seen that, too, right? In the business, in the town?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. And just, watching so many people leave because they need to do other things because it's not viable anymore. And, even like getting an audition, it's like, oh my gosh, like I think it's just becoming so competitive for the few pieces that are left, even standing in background, especially. And it's just been really sad to see a lot of people have to quit this dream or feel that they have to give it up, So I'm an optimist as well. So I like to try to find the way to adapt within this. And I'm so happy that you're still here in LA and that we have some friends who are persevering through this. And I can only hope that there's something better on the other side.
I really hope so, too. I hope that it turns around and we figure it out and the business becomes booming again, because right now it's not happening that way. And there's more layoffs coming. Like I said, Disney's got layoffs coming. They're being, we talked about earlier, but there's a potential strike at Disney too for all their people, too, all their concession people, all the costume characters, a lot of things happening. And Disney is one of the biggest companies, and they just keep putting more money in their pocket and less to the working man, woman,
but they're not making enough money, apparently, Brian. But somehow they continually grow and acquire. But you can't have any of it. Is the more salient point.
And they also saw that massive expansion that's happening too on Florida. I think of their whole amusement park too. They're still doing that. So not to the extent they were before, because a lot of people are suing them now because that's not going down the same way. So it just really bugs me that this town is becoming what it's become, and it's hard to get a job. I know a lot of friends that aren't working right now and struggling and trying to stay here and focus. I've been here for 15, 20 years. And now it's like, how do I survive? You can't survive unless you're like, you can't do it. And it's supposed to be a business. Mm-hmm. You're juxtaposition all the time, bouncing back and forth, Jenny, trying to do whatever you do. People are doing TaskRabbit. People are Ubering, lifting.
Yeah, remote work, whatever people can get, they're putting it on the side. And it used to really be something you could do full time. We used to do this like every day. We'd be on a set if you wanted to, back in the day.
It was like no problem. You call up and bam, you got a job. It was like so simple to do.
Calling,
it was so simple. Yeah, you work tomorrow if you want. Right now, it was no problem. And that's unfortunate. But I think that this is foreshadowing what's happening in Hollywood again. these firings, these layoffs across the board, all these big studios, I think that at the end of the day, it's detrimental to business, and I hope that show business can survive. They've gone through a lot, but we have to be wary. We have to be skeptical. And we have to call the bullshit out when it goes down so that this shit stops, so this town can survive, and so this business does not die, because we love it all. We need to entertainment, help people through depression, we said before, through bad times, good times, ups, downs, lefts, and rights, so that we can come together as one to enjoy a quality product. And hopefully those products aren't going away anytime soon. Wait to find out. Anyways, thank you all for being here on Kruse Control tonight. Appreciate you as always. Happy hump day. Hope you had a great time. I hope you humped up the best of you. And thank you again for being here. I think we got to go slap somebody tonight about our technical problems. But you know what?
Elf
it's
Quest.
okay.
It's Elf Quest.
It's Elf Quest.
Sinbad.
I mentioned
Sinbad called it early in the show.
For sure.
It's a magical creature that came from a different world that just screwed the whole program. It's like underpants gnomes. Like underpants gnomes, from South Park. They're messing up the business. They're in or out. Your underpants disappearing. They're taking your Wi-Fi away, shoving it in their side pocket. It's a tough business. That's all I'm saying. It's bad. Underpants gnomes. But anyways, thank you for being here. Mr. Mike Casey, my intellectual frothy co-host. Thank you so much for being here as always, man. I hope you had a great night, and I hope you had some fun. I'm sorry for the technical problems. It's good to see you, man. Happy hump day.
Yeah, it was booting me off the network earlier during my other job, so it's not all on FMUX. It's not all on you. Jenny, thanks for being on. You've been a terrific guest.
Sure.
It's been incredible getting your insight, and you had some great hot takes. Sean, beautiful having you back in the Wednesday seat. And Sean, Brian, not Sean. Not flamingo guy, tan suit guy. Tan suit guy. Thanks for having me on, man. It was aside from some technical difficulties, which we'll nail down and FMUX will get straight. I had a lot of fun. Thank you.
It was good. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you as always for being here. Thank you. It was great. Mr. Sean Sutherland, our comic book king himself. Thank you for being here, Sean. Good to see you. It's been too long. Hope you had a great time. Hope you've been busy and happy and excited. And a brave new world is in front of you, man. A brave new world.
It's too much. Yes. Love everybody. Thank you again, Jenny. Lovely to meet you. Be good to each other. Be nice to each other.
Steven.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so nice to be back. Missed everybody the last 2 weeks. If it's Wednesday, I don't even remember it, right? If it's Wednesday, it's gotta be Kruse Control. I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying?
Some magic. Some magic.
I lost my catchphrase.
Yeah, go burn down a cabin, why don't you?
Oh, go burn a cabin down.
It's not my fault. Don't put that out there, man.
You're the one wearing the flamingo shirt, bro.
It's true.
I came back. I had to work tonight, man. I had to go to an event. What am I gonna do? I gotta wear.
Yeah, that's a work shirt. That's a work shirt. I put on this flamingo shirt because I had to work, bro.
Gotta work, man.
Miss Jenny Skiffington, thank you so much for being here, Jenny. Appreciate you. Sorry for the technical problems. Hope you had a great time. Happy hump day. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me. It was so nice to meet you guys. Sorry if I was looking blank a couple times if I couldn't hear, but it was so much fun. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's so good to see you, Jenny, again. Everybody check out at Jennifer Skiffington. Check out her stuff, her socials. I love Jenny. She's so great, and I'm sorry for the problems. We'll iron out these kinks, but it's so good to see you, Jenny. Thank you for being here on Kruse Control for the very first time. It'll be a great time, and it was fun. It was so much fun. And Queen says come back sometime, so Queen wants to see you again.
There you go.
Thank you for being here. We'd love to have you back.
Happen too, for sure.
We'd love to have you back. Thanks, Thirsty Daddy. Appreciate you. We call him the Thirsty Daddy, in case you're wondering. The parched Papa himself, Mr. G.R. Waters. Good to see you. It's been a great night. But anyways, thank you all for being here on Kruse Control as always. Appreciate you. The numbers keep going up all the time. Captain Sinbad, please come back again. Good to see you. Tie up the camel. I always tie up my camel, and if I don't, Mike slaps me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please.
That's a standing order. Yeah.
Tie up your camel. If you don't type your camel, Peppy will come after you. Right, Peppy? Make it happen. Peppy will be like, nah, never going to do it. Never going to do it. Right? That's what happens. But anyways, that's all I'm saying.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Pepe.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody keep spreading that word. The numbers keep going up. We're at like 1,522 subscribers. We've gone up quite a bit since Sean was here last time. They keep growing. We went up like 30 or 40
Maybe
subscribers in the last couple days.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
No, I think it's the algorithm's working now. I got someone help me out with hashtags. And, we're figuring stuff out. But you got to keep spreading that word. You got to keep telling everybody because the numbers will keep going up if you keep doing it. It's like your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmas and grandparents from every aspect of the universe that landed smack down in your backyard with those aardvarks, those chinchillas, and all those beavers and bears. Oh my, they all one marsupilami kind of background orgy that came together. And when that happened, they subscribed to Kruse Control just so you know, with the bird, the fucking, the boom, the pillman, the mailman, and every postal worker that came down from your neighborhood that was like fucking amazing. And they loved you so much you gave them a hug. And they subscribed to Kruse Control. They might tickle your anus. That's fine because they love you so much. That's good. That's good. That's good. And the kangaroos and the beavers and the bears. Oh my! Every deer that comes around your backyard is an eats your aardvarks, beaver, badger candy. Hate them, but they subscribe to. Please keep spreading that word. That sucks so bad. But they drink your water. They make love to your beavers, and they also give you a little tickle on the ear. That's fine because you love them so much. They subscribe. You can subscribe. We all can subscribe. When that happens, Kruse Control gets to 1 million. That'd be fantastic. We love you so much. And watch out for those chickens pecking away with the cats clawing. And a CATNADO is coming.
CATNADO.
And it might. That orgy is not the one I want to be involved with. Anyways, everybody, thank you much for being here at Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Have a great night. Happy hump day. We'll see you back on Friday. And until then, everybody, please stay smooth, buttery, and full of froth. We love you. Until Friday. See ya.
Bye.